So that magic number that Google's looking for and other search engines are also looking for, and will show them that, hey, you've really taken the time to write an article, is a minimum now of 500 words. So it used to be 250, it was a couple of hundred, somewhere around there, but now it's 500 because Google figures anyone can sit down and write an article for 250. So the number here, as you can see, this is the name of the article. Basic commands for dog obedience. Now that might be something you'd give away to someone for free if they came to your website. Maybe you said, if you give me your email address, I'll give you this article. There's 747 words in there, folks. Again, please don't feel like, hey, I got 747 words, that's all I need, and then just plop that on your website. It could cause your website to plummet to the bottom of the search engines, and we want to get you to the top where all the people are clicking and advertising and money's being made. Okay, so keep in mind that here you definitely want to write articles that are 500 words or more. Take these articles, take out the words, go get like a thesaurus or something and start looking at the words and changing them out. This is sort of the thought here, that if you come up with one website that generates for you $1,000 and you want to make $10,000 a month, then, and particularly on autopilot, maybe you don't have to touch the website, but every 6 months or so. Then you want 10 websites that each generate 1,000. That's how you hit 10 grand a month. Okay, so take the time to get a thesaurus, go through, look at some of the words, change them out, change the sentence structure, and use this as a starting point, and then write the article yourself. Now, there are also some keywords that will probably be missing from this article that you saw when we were looking at the keyword tool. So, for example, if you know that things like German Shepherd and dog training and training dog and how to get a dog, things like that are part of those articles, like puppy training, training a puppy. Folks, you've got to make sure that you're looking at things like how many global searches there are, and make sure that you don't oversaturate your article with these keywords, but yet those keywords are inside of your article and inside of your post. And I'm going to show you how to do that in just a moment. You definitely want these keywords in your article. You want them not bolded, although you may see a link there that says bold. You actually want these articles in your post, and you want them to be strong. Okay. Now, when you have these articles in you have these keywords in your title, you have them on your page, and you have them as part of your domain name, you're going to get to the top of that search engine. You just have to continue to work at it and recognize there's a huge market out there, low competition for certain keywords and phrases, and make these your pages. Okay, so let's move on to the structure of a page, and let me show you how to go about doing that. Okay, so I wanted to take you over to here, so there's no surprises here. If you happen to order from, like the PLR store, or there's tons of other ones that you've seen, basically you're going to place your order, and then they're going to, when you're finished with your order, you're going to be able to download your files, all of your private label right articles. And just for those of you that are not sure, private label rights mean that literally you just get to reproduce this information exactly the way it is, and you can provide it to someone else pretty much as your own, or private labeled as your own. But we know that we're going to shuffle this content quite a bit and make some changes to it. We're going to use it to release writer's block, right? So we're not going to copy it completely. But anyway, so you're going to download it. Once you click download, it'll download to your computer. And let me show you very quickly how you just simply unzip this and use these articles. And I want to do that because I don't want anyone to be nervous about how this process works. So essentially, here are all of your articles right here. You click there, and you'll see their different articles. So let's say we want to pick the one that, basic commands for dog obedience. You just simply click on that, and it's going to open up into a notepad. Now, this is where you can begin to work on this, or you can cut and paste this information here, and you can load it into a Word document. And in a Word document, you can spell check certain things, make certain changes. There's a number of things you can do. Okay, so it's actually very simple. Now here it says basic commands for dog obedience, and it's exactly what it says. They're very basic, simple commands for your dog's obedience. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this information here, and I'm just going to simply paste it right into a Word document. I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to right click and paste it right here into a Word document. Then I'll show you how to put it in a post.